Welcome back to Three Dope Dads. Your homeboy Fred. I'm chilling with my homeboy here, Randall.
Yeah.
My homeboy Chris.
Yes, sir.
I almost said Juice. And my homeboy Nick is over there behind the camera.
Yep.
Yes, we are adults. You can call me Fred. I am not your friend, Brooklyn. But how are you guys doing this week? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Dad joke, man.
Where we at on the dirtiness meter?
I'm about to say, yeah, this what they say, pervert uncle joke,
Yeah,
man.
they call me a dirty uncle, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
You was talking about touching your genitals in front of the doctor.
it got bad. You guys said they were corny, so I had to prove they were adult, and it got a little bad over there.
Ever said it? You
Dad
don't want,
jokes is supposed
you
to
don't
be
want-
called corny.
You don't want corny,
That's
you get
the
filthy.
whole
it.
point of a dad joke
You
is
don't
for us
want-
to call it corny.
You get the corn after you ate it. It's filthy. That's dirty.
Oh yeah,
bad.
extremely. Dad joke, man. And there was an unsuccessful performer, and he grew a lot, but didn't sell a lot. He had a bad season that year, but he transitioned into music, and so he's a producer now because he after all that farming, he really has some sick beats.
I'd rather have a dirty joke than all that. I can't lie.
All of that lead up for that.
Go back to the penises. No diddy.
No.
No Diddy. Pause, no Diddy.
There was a lot of lead up.
That was
for
a lot of lead up.
I know. I'm trying to get better.
That's a
I'm
lot.
going to start doing open mics too. And write my own dad
Don't
jokes
start
doing
with
open
that
mics.
one.
I'm not going to do that one.
Don't
No.
open
No.
with that open.
No.
I'm going to do dirty ones at the open
Get on
mic.
stage, dad joke, man.
Dad joke.
So,
Hey.
did you ever have sex with your wife and then, dad joke? Bud,
What are we talking about today?
we're talking
Yeah.
about dad news this week, man. Dad news this week. I got some stories I want you guys to take interest in.
Okay.
And this first one is about Mrs. Dookie and Mr. Clean. These are not superheroes. This is not a Young Gravy song either. I wish we could edit it in, but copyright and all that. But yes, so Mr. Dookie
Clean.
and Mrs. Dookie and Mr. Clean are a crime team, and how they would do things is she would go up in front of the employee of these convenience stores and gas stations and defecate right there on the floor. And while the employee is busy cleaning up, Mr. Clean would go up there and clean up. But he was also only stealing cleaning supplies.
Man, what? So they would go
Is this
in
for
the
real?
store.
This is a serious story.
This is a real
story.
article
Real story.
of a dynamic duo got caught. Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, man. He
So
out
she
here-
would go in front of the store. Into the front of the store. Oh, my stomach hurt.
Yeah.
Doo-doo.
Yeah.
And when the cashier, whoever get distracted, he would sneak in the back and steal Clorox.
He would only steal cleaning
He was
supplies.
only stealing cleaning supplies.
So
yeah.
he was stealing bleach and laundry and
Yeah.
detergent and Dawn dish soap,
Yeah. These things are expensive now, man.
toiletries and whatnot.
Yes. The toilet paper and underwear she would
Bruh.
need for said cleanup.
Was his real name Walter White?
Surprise, surprise. This is a black couple.
Oh shit!
I am surprised.
I am surprised.
I can't lie.
I didn't-
I didn't see that
I mean,
one coming.
I'm not
You can
shocked.
see it. Yeah, I'm not shocked, but I didn't see that one coming.
But yeah, it wasn't what I expected. Let me put it like that.
What was the location of this? Do you remember?
Yeah.
I want to say it was Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, they
Okay. All right.
Make more
It
sense.
makes more. Yeah.
Make more sense.
Yeah.
Right, I mean,
There we go.
but no, like to bro, we make this joke. We make this joke. I don't know if me and you make it. I don't know if we ever made it with you like that, but me and Fred, and it's wild because you got more daughters, but we make, like, I think you heard it, but we make the joke things we hope we never see our daughter doing. Things are, the list, put it at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Things,
Yeah.
things we never hope we find out our daughter ever done. Like if I find
Man.
out my daughter is taking a doo-doo as a part of her crime, she can be a criminal. Yeah, hey, if you choose to go on a life of crime, I'm not okay with it.
Crime,
But yeah, if you choose to be
how
a criminal,
you choose to execute this
hey
crime.
man, hey,
Or
life
defecate
is
this
rough.
crime as she was doing.
Yeah.
This is defecating this crime all over the place.
Defecating this crime all over the place.
Ain't no way you showing up to doo-doo to rob a joint.
No.
So you messing with, she got to be taking laxatives beforehand, or is this
I can't do it
an
on
opportunity?
command.
Or just
Is
maybe
it an
it's just
opportunity
like-
robbery? Like y'all just go eat Taco Bell and like, you know what, babe, I think I can rob a
Or
motherfucker.
maybe she's like waiting. She's like waiting, like, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Letting it bubble on.
Yeah,
Once
letting
the
it
bubbles
bubble.
start going,
You get
You
that
need time. If he trying to
it's
sit clean it, you gotta
fermented by the
think-
time it gets to you.
He's stealing cleaning supplies. He need time, so it got to be some. It got to build up some
That's
stuff now.
hot.
Let
That's
it
hot
cook.
coming out.
You know
Let
what I
it
mean?
cook.
Coming
you
out.
gotta,
That's shitty.
You got to get something to spread. He got a Mr. Miyagi. He got to wax on, wax off the floor. Give me some
Man.
time to get that dish
I'll
soap.
bet you I quit before I start cleaning up shit.
Bro, that's how they would have got caught. I'm sure they got caught because I ain't cleaning that shit up.
yeah.
Ain't no way.
Wet cat litter.
I'm talking
Just
about.
sprinkle some of that on and call somebody.
Bro, I ain't even doing that. I'm gonna close the store and walk about that bastard.
Yep, I'm locking
I'm
up.
talking,
I'm
bro.
out.
You know, I used to work at the gas station.
Nah.
I'm the only one in there in the late night. They could have came in there. I can imagine 3 o'clock in the morning. You come in the middle of my store and take a doo doo. Oh, store's closed. I'm going home. Like, hey, what happened? Hey, she took a shit in the floor. Dude got the dude like, bro, baby girl, you ain't even have to do that. You could have just robbed this mother. Like, I'm not cleaning that up.
Man,
Like,
can you
what?
imagine somebody threaten you? Man, I will shit on this floor. Give me all the money in
Hey,
the
bro,
register.
you save your bells. Like the
Button here.
bow. I would like to buy a bow for $200. Here, you can have everything in this drawer. You keep that to yourself.
I will set it off in
Come
here.
on, bro. No way. I'm cool because I'm not cleaning that up. I'm
No.
sorry. I lose this job. You like where they robbing? I'm sure they're not making more than $16, $17 an hour.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
come on.
It ain't
no-
worth it.
There's no way.
ain't
I'm
worth
sorry.
it.
I ain't saying that. Hey, it ain't. I respect every gig. Do your thing out there, but I am cool.
No.
I'm.
I don't
cleaning
need that
up human
trouble.
feces.
I don't need that. All right, this next one I got, it's slightly political, but did you guys know who the vice president is?
JD Vance.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys know his kids? A lot of people know. A lot of people don't know who the vice president is. Like they haven't seen him.
That makes sense.
And like I asked a couple people at work, they weren't illegal immigrants. They were
Like
Americans.
it, like
they didn't
as
know.
far as far
Illegal
as
immigrants know who he is.
They
gonna
they might know better.
They gonna
yeah.
know who he is.
But as far as vice presidents over the past, I would say like the past few elections since Obama
Yeah.
really have been more prolific. Is that the word? Like they've been more in the spotlight.
You
than
think the-
typical?
Yeah.
I think they've been less in the spotlight than typical.
You got, you know, like Kamala Harris was, you know what I mean, was the vice
Yeah.
president. You know what I mean? Joe Biden was the vice president. Like those, like their names got big. Like even like here, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, they got memed even.
you know what I mean? I can't think of Trump's last vice president. That I'm making this.
Mike Pence. is our- he was our
Yeah, he was our
governor.
governor here.
He got memed too with
They
that
got,
fly
they got
on
me,
his,
you know what
on
I
his
mean? Like
head.
they was talking about how he was pushing all this anti-gay stuff and how he really is in the streets. Like it was vice president stuff. I think has been pretty in the spotlight, and yeah, for him to come up and be like, oh, even when Trump chose me, like, oh, I'm choosing JD Vance. I saw a little bit like, oh,
I didn't know anything about him till Trump chose him.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing there.
But I can't say. I mean, that's probably the usual with all the vice presidents.
Yeah,
But-
and that's what it's
No,
more
see,
typical.
because I mean, Joe
Like,
Biden
even-
had been.
Yeah, he been in there. Like
Been
even
up
I would
there
say
for a
Al, hey,
while.
like to look back at
Okay,
Al
yeah.
Gore was a little more known.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney popped the motherfucker. So he was known.
He did. Out here trying to kill people.
Yeah, that's maybe when it got it popping. He
Yeah,
got the
that's-
news popping for the vice president. You know what? I'm gonna shoot you in the face. Call it a hunting accident.
But I asked you guys this: did you guys know his kids' names?
nah.
And see,
All right, LB Vance. I don't know.
Pounds Vance. No, do you have Ewan, EWAN, and Vivek, and VIVEK, and Maribel.
Yeah, he's married to an Indian woman.
I did not know that. See,
Yeah.
I don't know much about the vice president. I'm sorry.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
They went with more ethnic names.
I guess so. I didn't know that.
I just wanted to say ethnic.
It's good use of it. They are Indian, not Native American. But the third story I got for you is kind of hits me close to home. And dad names baby after Batman character.
Ooh, the Riddler.
No,
Harvey Dent.
not close. This one hit me close to home because my daughter.
Penguin.
I thought that also that'd be a good one. My daughter is named kind of after Batman. Batman's my favorite character, but her initials of her name spell out Bat, and that was on purpose. But this one's a bit
I
more
never thought
clever.
about that. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
I put thought into it.
Hey, shout out.
I put fiance didn't know what I was doing on the low.
Now she do.
Yeah, if she listens to the show, they don't listen. But
You gonna hear this all week. That's gonna be the next argument. Like, you think my baby have a comic book character?
and this dad here is gonna have the same problem though because he named his daughter Robin, which is also, I mean, very
That's
good
a
name.
common.
Yeah, very
that's a common.
name.
That's a common woman name, but he's making it known that it's
Yeah,
for.
like he just had to make that. No, I guess I'm had to make mine known too.
I mean, could have named her Dick.
Why?
That's Robin.
Why? Was it because his joke wasn't dirty? You gotta add
I don't.
something.
How do you get Dick out of Robin?
That's his name.
Grayson.
Dick Grayson.
Oh, Dick Grace. Oh, my bad. I was about to say
Shout
no.
out.
Dick is Richard.
You see, he like Batman. He don't like. He don't like Robin.
I don't like
You
Robin.
got
don't
time
like
for
the
that Robin
sidekick.
bullshit.
He's a Batman fan. Nah.
His name is Robin or Nightwing.
Robin
know
or
them real
Nightwing.
names.
Choose one.
But yeah, those are the three stories I had this week. Just thought it was something a little bit interesting.
that was a little weird.
Yeah, that is. I mean, yeah. Shout out though. I had a homie I was in the Marine Corps with that always said he was gonna name his son Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to it, and he finally had a kid, but his wife wouldn't let him.
Oh,
Did he really try?
Yes, it was. That was.
did the name they come up with come close to?
No, nowhere
Oh,
close.
Dang.
But yeah, he completely lost that battle.
Couldn't
But
even
shout
get
out
Bruce?
to the homie. Nah, man, but I know he lost though, man. Shout out to the homie. He was a guy. Like this is a guy I'm in the Marine Corps with, and he waited to have relations until he was married.
Yeah. Oh, I
So-
respect that.
Yeah, I did
Oh,
too. That's
okay.
all. He was one of my homies. Like, and so I know he ain't winning no battles. Like as soon as he get the argument, like here, nigga, he don't know what to do. Oh, you win, baby. You win.
You win.
Name him Damien. I don't care.
You
That would
have
be
your
a
name.
that would be a Batman name as well, though. I guess.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's what I had. Those
That's
are three
another
stories
Robin.
I
Look, he
had.
ain't know. It's another Robin. He don't
Yeah.
know.
Did not.
Sports. What happened in the sports world? Not much, really.
I've seen. Of course, games.
MVP
Yeah.
voting is going strong.
Jokic is going to win again.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I
Like that
thought- I
third, like
think
yeah, that 30-20
SGA
20 game we talked
SGA got to win though.
about.
That's a moment. SGA is the crazy thing is like Giannis is playing stupid as well. too.
Yeah, I was about to say the only way he doesn't win is if they actually look team specific. Like, okay, these guys are only doing anything because of this guy. You know what I mean? And then there's a bigger argument.
Look how good OKC's record is.
Yeah,
It's hard.
it's hard.
to-
Like, yeah, that's
And he's the best guy on the best team.
it's tough. But I still think Jokic is gonna get it. But you know what's wild
What's that?
is that still in this league in the day at 50 years old. How old is LeBron now? He got to be pushing. He 49.
Now LeBron's only a couple years older than
47.
us.
Man, no, he ain't.
I think so. for
Man,
real.
LeBron 45 years old.
Nah, LeBron's
I
like
don't think so. LeBron
Bruh.
might be 42.
LeBron
That might be pushing
45.
it.
LeBron 57 years old. I asked, my cousin was in the NBA. I
sound
asked
like
him how
Cat
old.
Williams when he's talking about Joe
Yeah.
Biden. That man is 99 years old.
I asked
That
my
man
cousin
is
was in the NBA.
185
They joined at the
years
same
old.
year. When I asked him, he's 40.
He's 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he is only a couple. He old. He a couple years older than you. LeBron 57. But he's still MVP talk.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, in the conversation, not
Yeah,
real,
no, he's not gonna win.
not
but,
real winning,
But think about it. He's 40 and he's still in the discussion. Absolutely wild.
They call him the greatest player of all time.
I
think-
would argue that he is the best player to ever play. He's not the greatest.
Yeah.
He's the best. I saw.
Yeah.
Was that you sent that?
I sent that,
yeah,
which I agree with.
yeah, that was probably the
Because LeBron,
greatest,
as far
best
as
argument.
athletic talent,
Yeah,
is the
there's
best.
been nothing like
is the
that.
best for us to ever see.
Like I don't care what you say. There's been nobody who touched that court to be that big, that strong, that fast.
But as far as being the greatest at playing basketball,
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like Michael Jordan.
Is he 20 years in already?
LeBron, yeah, they
Yeah.
drafted
Yeah.
him. He came in
was
03.
18.
20,
Yeah.
shoot, you Step 16.
Yeah,
Steph Curry
yeah, he's right there
was
behind
Oh,
him.
dang,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it's he's still.
Yeah, he's still balling.
He's still. I mean, I'm talking about to me.
Like
he's-
whether you like him or not, to look at him and what he's doing at that age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
I'm
like-
not a. I'm
it's
not.
like
He's not
I'm
my
not a-
favorite basketball player, but I'm a
Exactly.
fan of him. I'm a fan.
not a
I'm more of a
Brady
fan of
fan.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
I'm not but I recognize the greatness that
Oh,
Brady
yeah, of course.
put on the field. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you can't do anything if you can't at least recognize that you're a hater.
You're a hater.
You're
That's
a hater.
exactly. That's exactly it. If you can't get down with that, you're a hater.
You're a
At least
hater, like
admit
for
you-
real. Like
you
I'm
a
not
hater,
a
though.
LeBron fan. It's still Jordan and Kobe for me. Like
Yeah, Jordan's
now
still
part of that
gonna
is
be the
maybe just
greatest.
because we saw them play, like especially Jordan in the old school days.
Oh yeah, like
Like-
I will say, I went to Kobe's last game here. LeBron announced his retirement. I'm gonna try to be at his last game.
Well, I'm just thinking like the era of basketball.
It
Like
was
part of I
different,
think
yeah.
the longevity of a lot of players now is, you're not what's a foul back then would get you thrown out of a game.
Yeah,
now.
they ain't have to
Yeah.
run through Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. Which Kobe didn't either, but Jordan did. Jordan ran through Detroit. It's just a
Now, I don't know.
different.
Kobe had them fools in Detroit a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm about to say,
man,
I mean,
Rasheed
Detroit
Wallace
was
and them.
the
Detroit
Ben
didn't
Wallace
built
days,
like
bro.
that. But Detroit back then and Detroit then was different.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like
the game was different by that
The
time.
game was
yeah, the
changing
whole
by that
game was
time.
different. Like, and so I think that part of the game does add to the longevity of it as well, though. Like, I think we're going to start seeing guys who, unless they take some of that out, who do play longer, just because.
20, 30 years.
Like,
But say,
it is annoying, though. I won't lie. You
how
can't.
old is LeBron's son? He playing till he's 77.
Yeah, but like it's annoying to watch like guys
he
create
might earn his way in
create
the league by
contact.
then.
He
and
said
then
he
get a
probably
foul.
gonna be good around he's 35.
So,
He probably gonna hit his stride in his 30s. Well, Bronny James finally MVP talks. Been in the league for 12 years.
Dude, he's been in talks, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, because ESPN showed his stats, right?
What is he averaging? Do you remember anything?
I think it's like
It was
0.5
like-
points
it was-
a game.
I'm
it
about
was
to say,
all- it was all under zero.
I'm about to say, is anything
It
out
was
of
all,
one?
It was all under zero.
Okay.
It was all, so I mean, everybody had kind of been quiet. I guess I don't know. Stephen A. said something.
Of
Then
course, Stephen A. said something.
LeBron confronted him like in between third and fourth quarter.
Like
Wow.
he's
Not
not
even
at
at
the
the end of the
game.
game. Not even at the end of the game.
During game. Hey.
Hey, and it was like, you fucking with my son. It was like, whatever. He said, I don't know, something to that. And so, like, it looked like a weird situation.
It didn't look weird to me. It looked like a father talking about his son. Like you
It
see it at these
did.
kids' games.
It did,
So,
but
I did see something about
I
it.
feel like at the same time, like, you can't expect, what do you expect him to do? And if you really wanted to talk to him, you would have came to him after the game when there's time to actually have you didn't want to talk.
This is
You
an
wanted to
upset
flex.
parent, man.
You wanted to flex.
Bro, dig
And
this.
that's what I got.
That's his dad, but
That's a grown man.
that's
Yeah.
a man in the NBA.
That's a
No, I
grown
agree with
man.
you.
If I
Yeah.
was in the NBA getting the averaging zero, like I had another family member in the NBA. His name was Benoit Benjamin. Shout out to, it was my pop's cousin back in the day.
Really?
He
Yeah.
used to play for Philly back in the day. Right? Made it to the NBA. He is in, like, you know what I mean? He getting in games. You look up his stats right now. He ain't averaging one. You know what I mean? Like I can dig it, dog. You made it to the NBA,
Yeah,
but
you
that's
made it,
I
yeah.
would still say he made it to the NBA on more. Like I respect his average and not zero more than I respect his because
everybody knows he got in because of nepotism. Like everybody knows
I
that.
don't even have a problem with that. Like, sports is supposed to be free of that. But I don't even have a problem with the nepotism. You know what I mean? It's the fact that he shouldn't be. He should be G Leaguing it right now.
Yeah, he should. He should not be on that roster right now, for real.
Mac McClung is still balling out of control.
Yeah,
still,
he MVP in the G League.
and it's still not really getting a
Dunk
chance.
contest 3 times in a row.
3 times in a
Yeah.
row. Like that, I think Mac McClung is the reason people from the NBA don't join the dunk contest anymore.
Yeah, you ain't beating him.
Because it's like you gonna lose to a G League dude,
Yeah.
and not only a G, you gonna lose to a Opie looking white boy
Come on,
G
man.
League. That's the best part. I love it, bro.
He's hungry.
I love it.
He wants that respect.
Hey.
He got the hops and he's got the creativity.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Like-
take one of them dunkers to come in and try to go against him. He gonna have to go against them. That's all they can do. Is jump
Somebody
real
gonna
high.
have to jump
Yeah.
over a Hummer. Homeboy jumped over a Kia this year. And somebody gonna have to jump over a
It's
Hummer.
gonna be like
next
an
year.
old school Aaron Gordon type cat that's gonna have to
Yeah.
come through with just one of them super powerful.
Somebody gonna break a backboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
East Bay Funk under the legs.
Yeah.
And glass gonna shatter. That bad boy dunked too hard.
But I think the LeBron thing, I don't know. It just seemed like it was weird. It was a flex. It wasn't like you really wanted to talk and see what was up.
Yeah,
It was.
And
which-
I can
and
understand.
Looking at it from a parent, I think, as a parent, like that's not. If I'm right here in the middle, like I'm not gonna stop because I'm gonna want to hear. I'm confrontational, but to a point, I want to hear whatever you gonna say to me too.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? I like if I'm gonna ambush you like that, I want to hear because now I'm gonna get either a deflection, or I'm gonna get the truth.
Nah, you could tell by Bron's body, his body language. If he wasn't at the NBA, they might have thrown hands.
You think
Like
so?
he came, like he looked extra aggressive. Like if anybody comes to me and stands in front of me and is that type of aggressive, I'm gonna push you out my way. And if you swing,
At the same time my contract gets announced.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's another thing. Like, you don't think it was strategic?
It might have been.
I feel like it was strategic.
I don't know for what though. I mean, what strategic value is he
I mean,
winning?
Stephen A. over there
We
sitting.
talking about it. I heard about it on the
Yeah.
radio. I done seen articles about it. Everybody, it's LeBron James. Anything he does is Oscar slap.
But I mean, what does he
The
win
thing
from that
is,
though?
if I was Bronny, I'd be mad.
Oh, of course he should be, and he should be mad at the way he's been playing too, though.
Yeah, yeah.
He mad all the way around. He
yeah.
mad at what was said. He mad at his daddy.
But like, yeah, I feel like this just brings more light onto the
It brings
fact.
more attention to his
and
sadness.
it's, number two, you got to let me handle
What's the
this as a
video
man.
of what's the video of the little gif of Tim? That wasn't his name, not Tim. My man, Woody Harrelson, crying on the
What?
money from crying on the dollar bills from Zombieland. What's that movie? He was crying.
That's on, yeah.
Zombieland. It's a gif of him crying, wiping his
He
tears,
wiping
with,
his
money.
tears with money.
That's how Bronny feel about all that shit.
He probably do. He in the NBA. Like I'm already here. I'm already a millionaire.
Come on, he get
He
all
making
got
more money.
He making like beyond the NBA stuff. You
He
know
made
what I
more
mean?
money than a lot of NBA players just off, you know what I mean?
Contracts,
endorsements.
branding, endorsements.
deals.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, and my daddy LeBron James standing up for me. I could be whack. I can miss layups.
Nah, that would.
But you would
I
think his
wouldn't-
madness would kick in. Like I need
that
to
would
do
hurt
better.
my pride. Like
Yeah.
I don't
can understand that.
need you to
man.
fight my battles, pop.
We have a pride built up from not having as much money though. Our pride got to make up for some of that.
You think because he
Yeah.
got money, he just weak, and he's like, okay,
It ain't about being weak, but when you're at a certain level of money and a certain level of celebrity, bro, what's the word you like to call people? Peasants.
peasants.
You gotta have the.
And these
you
peasants
gotta-
are talking about me
These
again.
peasants
Dad.
are talking about me again. You know what I mean?
Daddy, the peasants are
The
talking.
peasants are giving me death threats, Daddy. They said I gotta get my threes up. Like no, like yeah. What do you? Eventually, it's all right.
And hopefully, start go practicing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Peasants
that's all he
make you
gotta do.
practice.
All you can do is go in and prove him wrong.
Yeah, I hope so.
And he has enough mindset and enough availability to. And bro, his brother is that's the one I'm waiting on. What's his name? The younger brother.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't be following people. I mind my business.
I am a grown man. I don't even be following these kids, man.
Fine art of minding my business. I have mastered it.
Little homie got game for real. Little
Bryce.
homie gonna come in.
Bryce.
Bryce gonna come in the league killing. He gonna be a monster. It's gonna be just like the Ball brothers. How Lonzo came in first and then disappeared. LaMelo getting it on. Watch when Bryce
Hold
get
on,
to
wait.
the league.
What's the middle one?
That's Jello. He a rapper now.
Yeah,
I'm about to say,
Leangelo.
LeAngelo, yeah.
Whoa, hey.
Shout out. That's twice they came up. Shout out to the Ball family, man. They did their
Them
thing.
balls, yeah.
They got famous.
And Dad raised some good boys.
Come on, bro. They had shoes that fell apart and everything. They was pushing out there.
Man. $200 pair of shoes you had to wait 6 months to get. Then they
Come
fall apart
on.
as soon as you hit the court.
Come on, man. Balled out.
Oh, I never knew that. They was falling apart?
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah.
They was falling apart. They ain't make it. They were not.
I mean, they
legit
made in
basketball
Chinese
shoes.
factories. You wouldn't think they fall
They
apart.
pushed them out real quick while the iron. Strike when the iron is hot.
Like, for real, they did. They did.
Strike while the iron
those
is hot.
6 months.
Come on, bro.
Those
6 months they had brand and clothes, shoes, everything, bro.
They had a
Pushing them.
team over in Lithuania.
was
Pushing.
that,
They was on TV. He messed up his TV gig talking about trying to get
No,
some
no,
money on TV.
He
was-
had because he did. Then he ended up getting a Facebook show.
Oh, he on Facebook now.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out.
What was it? Big Baller Brand?
Big Baller Brand.
a big
Yeah.
baller brand.
Come
If
on,
you can't
man.
afford it.
Yeah,
I
come
remember
on,
that.
bro. Strike while the
It
iron
never
is hot.
fails.
Shout out to them, man. Did their thing.
But
Yeah.
all right. Do you guys have any advice for the people? Anything you want to tell the people out there in these streets?
Oh
anything?
man, if I were to give advice for the week, I would say
rule the world. Tell all my sons.
try your best to understand perspective.
All right.
In the sense of try to give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes that from their perspective, they're doing the right thing. And from that, if you feel any type of way about it, can you gain anything from a confrontation in this situation? Not a negative confrontation. I'm just talking about even arguing your side, arguing your point. Learn when to pick and choose those battles. To understand people's perspectives and know when to say, shout out to you, I'm going about my business. I would think that'd be my advice for the week.
All right.
All right.
Why do you look like that?
Because I was confused. Because I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't listening to all of them.
I know.
apologies.
That's why he on his iPad already.
I had to connect to the Wi-Fi and I had to connect to my phone for the Wi-Fi. So my bad.
Are we still recording? You connected to the phone?
Yeah.
Can you see me through the phone?
No, it's just Wi-Fi.
Shut up.
Okay.
But I think we're about to have guests, and so we'll go ahead and end this episode real quick.
Hold on, I ain't getting.
Get your
Oh, you
advice.
had advice.
Get your advice
This
in.
is the
Get your
second
advice
time
in.
he always disrespect my
Because
advice.
I thought only one of you guys had advice.
Nah, I stole some time in. My bad.
Oh. My bad, Chris. I will listen to your advice fully. My
He got
bad.
the real advice. I just want it's like the ramble in between saying some shit.
Nah, I was just thinking. Nah, I was watching something that said fathers are more apt to be okay with letting their kids suffer. It just in like, no, you don't need a snack.
I can
We're about
agree
to
with
eat.
that.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Where am I? You know what I mean? And I think that's important to think about in providing structure. Just reinforcing, fathers being present in lives. Like it's not that you want your kids to suffer. It's just that when it comes to structure, I think it's important to make sure that it's actually followed through on. I think parenting nowadays has a lot of threats, a lot of, well, if you don't do this, we're gonna, and then there's no follow through on that.
Yeah,
And so
I agree.
Don't be afraid to be that. I would say that to dads is, don't be afraid to not necessarily be the bad guy, but just Follow through on what you said you were going to
Follow
do.
through with that belt for
Me.
me. You don't hold
I'm
it
the
up in
bad
the air.
guy. I'm the bad. Me. I'm the
mean-
bad guy.
Yeah. I don't necessarily believe you should be out here beating your children.
Yeah, I'm saying not necessarily belt
So-
swing, but I get to follow through.
But yeah, just whatever it is, whatever that looks like, whatever that punishment or whatever the lack of, just gifts or extras that they receive sometimes to reinforce that, hey, you didn't complete this part of what we said, so you don't get this. You know what I mean? Sometimes we forget how important that is, that we had that as kids, and we don't want to take anything from our children. We want to make sure we provide
through
them.
with all them man.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine
yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah.
And so we want to make sure that I don't want them to miss out on anything. So I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do this, but make sure you follow through it. And I think those things are important. That way you don't get a generation of kids who don't understand consequences, both good and bad consequences.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my advice for the day.
Shout
I
out.
respect it. I respect
Sure,
it.
follow through. I remember
Follow
I got
through.
on punishment for a month, and I thought I was gonna get smooth. It was February. Hell no, I got 31 days still. I got off,
That's petty. That's
I
hilarious.
got off March 4th.
That's hilarious.
Out,
Black
man.
History Month enslaved.
They made you stick to it, man. Shout out, man.
Oh.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. It's been a good week, good episode, good time hanging out with you guys.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Watch the episodes. I usually listen to the episodes when you post them anyway. If you watch the episodes, there's usually something good at the end of the episode. People have hit me up this week about what they saw at the end of the episode, so shout out. A random fact. And chainsaws were invented for childbirth. And they were developed in Scotland in the late 18th century
This is true. This
to
is
help
true.
aid and speed up
I
the
wish I
process
didn't know this.
of widening the public cartilage and the removal of disease-laden bone during
Pubic.
childbirth. At 3 Dope Dads, we catch you next week.
Man,
Peace.
Yep.
So Jason this whole time was a gynecologist.
Obstetrician.